Hi, my name is Miss Claudia, and this is STEM Lab. Today, we are going to be working on a STEM project having to do with chemistry. And we are making scented air fresheners. And in making air fresheners today, we are going to be learning about gels and evaporation. Natural soaps and perfumes often get their scents from essential oils, and essential oils are concentrated liquids extracted from plants. Some people put drops of essential oil on small dishes so that the scent fills a room as the oil molecules evaporate. And to evaporate is to turn into gas. But once the oil has evaporated, the wonderful aroma disappears. In these air fresheners, essential oils are held in a jelly-like substance called a gel. They evaporate more slowly so they can make your room smell great for weeks. Okay, so what do we need? Well, first of all, we need a gelling agent, such as unflavored gelatin, which is a polymer. And what is a polymer? A polymer is a molecule made from joining together many small molecules called monomers. Okay, so if we take the word polymer and we break it down into poly, meaning many in Greek, and mer, meaning unit, this shows how the chemical composition of a polymer consists of many smaller units, or monomers, bonded together into a larger molecule. A chemical reaction bonding monomers together to make a polymer is called polymerization. Okay, we've discussed how unflavored gelatin is a polymer and why we need it for today's project. But what else do we need? We'll be needing water, essential or fragrance oil, food coloring, table salt, small jars, and as an optional part, you can use cut flowers or glitter for a decorative flourish. Please make sure to have your adult with you when you start boiling water. So, adult supervision is going to be required for this portion of our project today. You can boil the water on the stove or you can heat it up in the microwave at 2 minutes. But either way, since we are going to be working with hot water, please make sure to have your adult with you when it comes to pouring it into the plastic container. Alright, now we're ready to start on how to make an air freshener. Okay, we're going to take 1 cup of water and we're going to pour it into our saucepan. Very good. Okay, so if you're using a stove top, remember to be careful when you're lighting it and to put the heat on medium-high. Now we just have to wait for our water to boil. Be careful. Alright, remember, since we're working with hot water, we have to be very careful. So one way to be careful and safe is by using oven mitts right before we start pouring. So remember, safety first. Okay, now that we have poured our hot water, we're going to slowly add 2 packets of unflavored gelatin. Now that we've added our gelatin, we're going to let it slowly dissolve into the hot water. We're going to keep looking at it, okay? If it looks like your gelatin isn't dissolving all into your water, don't worry. All you have to do is heat up a small cup of water in the microwave at 2 minutes and splash it in slowly, and you'll start to see that it's going to dissolve. Okay, so we're going to take our gelatin mixture and we're going to slowly pour it into our glass containers. Be careful. Alright, now that we're almost done pouring, we're going to get our fragrance oils. Today, so we're going to be using lilac, jasmine, and gardenia. We're just going to tap in 20 to 30 drops into each container. Now we get to decorate it. So first we start off with food coloring. And for lilac, we've chosen a red color. For our jasmine color, we've added yellow. And for gardenia, we've decided to use purple. And for each of these, you can use between 3 to 5 drops. Now this part is optional. Today we're using little glitter butterflies to decorate our jars, as well as some holographic glitter. So before we stir in everything, we're going to add 1/4 of a tablespoon of salt into each of our containers. And now that we have everything there, we're going to stir it all together. cover our small containers and get ready to put them in the fridge so they can harden. Very good. Okay, so while we're waiting for our air fresheners to harden, we're going to go over some of the things that we learned today. Today we learned about polymers, and if we take the word polymer, we can break it down into two parts. So remember, a polymer is a big molecule made up from the joining together of many smaller molecules, also known as monomers. And this is how our gelling agent works. And do we remember what this process is called? It's called polymerization, the process by which monomers link together to form a bigger molecule, known as polymerization. Here is a picture to help us better understand. So, how does all of this information apply in the project that we did today? Well, the gelling agent, or the unflavored gelatin that we use today, contains chain-like molecules called polymers in its dry state. When they dissolve in hot water and then cool down, they form cross-links with each other, creating a three-dimensional scaffold that holds water in place and keeps its shape. In other words, it turns into a gel. So, the essential oil also gets trapped in the gel, and as a result, it evaporates into the air more slowly, keeping your room smelling fresh for weeks. And here we have the result of all of our work today. The idea and information for today's STEM project was borrowed from Smithsonian STEM Lab, 25 super cool projects, build, invent, create, and discover, as well as learningcenter.homesciencetools.com. And the music was provided by bensound.com, royalty-free music. If you would like to borrow this book, you can find it by visiting PGCMLS.info. Please watch the following video for more information on how to borrow items and book an appointment for our curbside service. Thanks for joining us today. I hope you had as much fun as I did doing this project, and remember, stay safe.